Hey! Hi, everyone! It's Friday! Yeah! It's Friday. Wow. It's been a long week. For me, anyway. I don't know. I had a lot of things going on this week, so it's been long but enjoyable. It's not over yet because today's Freebie Friday, and it's also the first day of the spookiest month of the year, Halloween. Ooh, look at this. Want to make one of these? These are so much fun. I found this in Design Space. We're going to do that probably next week. Oh, maybe not next week, maybe the week after. But my brads finally came in. I'm having a lot of fun with this thing. And yay. So today's Freebie Friday. And we are going to do two, not one. I promised one, but we're going to be doing two projects. We're going to be doing the one that you see on the screen. Good morning. That is called the Cat's Meow Tea Light. I have my tea lights in there. It's a double tea light, and it is made with vellum and just a few sheets of cardstock. And then I figured while we were at it, we would make this cutie little thing, which is a candy corn witch box. Look, it's a box. You could put little treats in there because we're starting our treat week, right? We're starting treat week on Monday. So just a little taste of treat week with that extra freebie in there. Both of those freebies are available from Dreaming Tree, which you can find at 3dsvg.com. And these are SVGs that you would not need to purchase, but you would have to put in your like cart and then download and then upload to Design Space. And I'm going to show you how to do that because one of our followers was saying that she was a little rusty on that process. So I wanted to show you all. I also wanted to give a shout out to my friend Deborah DeCheja, who was so kind yesterday, and she heard me on Monday night talking about how Cricut hasn't had the glitter cardstock in stock for a while now, and that I was having like agita, anxiety. We call it agita, my family, but anxiety. I was having anxiety about the upcoming Christmas season without white glitter cardstock because it's like de rigueur in my house. So she bought me some from Michael. So I wanted to just show you that. This is what she got me. It's 24 sheets. This is going to last me all the way through Christmas for sure. 24 sheets. And it's really nice glitter cardstock that she got at Michael's. And really nice. So I guess if Cricut can't up their game, I'm going to have to go with Michael's to get that cardstock there, that glitter cardstock. Man, I love glitter cardstock because it doesn't cause problems with, glitter all over the place. I gave my friend Molly, who's, she's struggling with cancer, and I gave her one of those unicorn cards that we made that had some glitter on it, and I saw she had glitter like on her face. I said, "Oh no, you've got glitter herpes," and she's like, "What? What's that?" And she was laughing. We have so much fun. She's such a funny lady. Anyway, so we're going to rabbit. It is October 1st. Hello. So we're going to do some freebies, but before we do, I want to say hello and also give you a few updates on what's going on for the rest of the week. And also, what else? We don't have any giveaways going on just yet. So, okay, so today's Friday, Freebie Friday. So we're going to go and do these two files at Dreaming Tree. But also on Saturday, we're going to be coming at you twice, once in the morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time from Create and Escape in downtown Peabody. We're going to my friend Wendy, who owns that business, is going to show me how to make a wood sign using her special technique, which is she cuts vinyl on her Cricut, and then she paints a stencil. She paints it on wood. She makes all kinds of signs, and we're doing a Hocus Pocus sign with the Sanderson sisters. I want to say Sanderson sisters, and it says, "Oh look, another glorious morning." Makes me sick, right? That's from the movie. So we'll be doing that at 10 o'clock on Saturday. So I hope you can join me because it will be going live. I think what we'll do is we'll go live from YouTube because we need to try to start going live from YouTube. I got an email from somebody saying that their son, who is a little more technically savvy than we are, said that it might be better for us to try doing that. But I'll keep during the week on Facebook, but we'll try Saturday morning on YouTube, see how that happens. We might get a better audience, maybe not. I don't know. And then Saturday night, you're going to get the chance to see me again. Aren't you so lucky? Saturday night at 5 o'clock. We're back to 5 o'clock for date night. And we are going to be doing something that I love and have been doing for a long time. It is 3D letters from Laurie Whitlock. Now, these letters, I got to point out to you, these letters you can be found in Design Space, I'm told. But I don't know because I purchased them in Design Space way back. So we'll have to have a look. But these can also be purchased on her site. And she's having a huge sale that ends tomorrow. And that is 50% off of her SVG files. So if you look up 3D letters, which is over here, see 3D letters, she redesigned her website. I'm still getting used to it. But if you look at 3D letters, she has two types of 3D letters. She has a marquee one with the lights. And then if you keep scrolling and scrolling, you have the 3D alphabet. So you can buy this whole 3D alphabet, or you can buy the letters individually like this. And it is half off, but you have to use the code fall50 when you order it. So if you bought the whole bundle, it's $35, half of $35, right? So what's that? $37? No, $17. Well worth it, because if you bought them individually, it would be like 75 cents times 26. I don't know. It's a better price. Anyway, or you might just want to buy the letters that we're going to do. We're going to probably do Boo in really large letters using some great Halloween cardstock. So you'd only need to buy the B and the O because you can duplicate the O. Or if you wanted to, you can go to Design Space. And I am told, again, I apologize for this because I already bought these. So I don't know. They don't really show up. But if you type in Laurie Whitlock, I believe that, yeah, there they are. So here's Laurie Whitlock. I apologize because I don't know how much this costs in Design Space. The difference being, okay, here's the difference. If you buy it in Design Space, you will be able to use your scoring wheel or stylus, and you do use that a lot for these. Or if you buy them from Laurie and you don't like using the scoring wheel or stylus, or perhaps you have a Joy and you don't want to do it with, you can't do scoring with the Joy. If you buy them from Laurie, they'll do the dash cut lines instead, okay? And also, when you buy them from Laurie, you have to upload them, okay? So there is this process of uploading. So you have two choices here for tomorrow night. You can, or three choices. You could just forget it and not get them and just watch the show, because that's fine too. Or you can buy them from Laurie, get the 50% off, using her code fall50, but you have to do it today or tomorrow. Again, it's shop.loriwhitlock.com, and you can buy either the letters B and O. There's O and B's around here somewhere. There's B. You can buy those or whatever letters you want to buy, and you'll be able to put these together with me, or you can buy them from Design Space, which I'm not sure. Can you buy them individually? Yeah, you might be able to buy them individually from Design Space. Can anybody tell me? Yeah, probably $29. It's cheaper if you bought them from, I think it's cheaper if you buy them from Lori, but you know, it's up to you. What do you want to do? Anyway, you get the numbers and the letters from there. And so that's pretty cool. So if you wanted to do somebody's birthday, like Sweet 16 or something like that, or maybe you wanted to do like Mr. and Mrs., or anything you can think of. I've done these for Christmas. I did Noel. I did it for St. Patrick's Day. I did Lucky. I've done fall. I've done Boo. I did swim during the summer. And these are so much fun to put together. You get addicted. They're so cute. You can really change the look of them by using different colored papers and different patterned papers. So that'll be fun. That's on Saturday night. Okay. And then that does it for me for the week. So Saturday night, you're going to see me twice. Saturday, you see me twice, once in the morning, once at night at 2 different locations. And then Sunday I have off. And then the following week, the following Monday, we are going to start our all treats, no tricks week, where we are going to be talking about how to wrap and decorate and present your treats for the upcoming Halloween holiday or fall even. There's a lot of great ways to wrap or decorate or present treats, whether they're M&Ms or cupcakes or lollipops or cake pops or whatever you can think of. There's all kinds of great ways to do it. And it's just going to be a fun week, fun. And then the week after that, we're going to be doing decorations for Halloween and fall. Now, as I say that, I wanted to tell you about a really cool new contest, a challenge from Cricut. It's a challenge, and you can read about it. I did post on it on my page, but it starts today and it goes until October 7th. And if you use this particular image, they have the image right there that I posted about. It's just a plain pumpkin. If you use that pumpkin in a decoration, it has to be, I think, a decoration, and you share it with the Cricut page, not the Cricut group, but the Cricut page, official Cricut page, whatever, then you will be entered into a prize. I guess there's going to be 7 winners. I think you can enter up to 3 times. So get your thinking caps on and look for some fun things to do. Maybe we'll even try to incorporate that image in something else so you can see how to build something from an image. I think that would be kind of fun. So let's go. Lori Whitlock, Deb. So Lori Whitlock is shop.loriwhitlock, shop.loriwhitlock.com for the letters, or you can find them here in Design Space when you go image sets and you look for 3D or Lori Whitlock. Okay. So let's get back to today, because we have to keep it in the day, folks. We're going to go over 3D SVG, our friends over at Dreaming Tree. And as you know, they have some pretty amazing projects to do there. Most of them have a cost involved, but they are probably one of the most generous websites that has a lot of free SVGs. And since it is Friday and Fridays are Freebie Friday, we are going to do not one, but 2 of these, okay? And it actually involves 3 free files, and I'll explain in a second. We're going to go, once we get here, 3dsvg.com, we're going to go right here to free SVG files. Just click on that. Now, you will need to create an account with them so that they can send you their emails. That's how it goes. And so they just do some pretty amazing things. We've done, remember we did the witch head? I call it a head. I don't know. It's a bust. I guess it's a bust. Witch paper sculpture. We did the scarecrow. We tried to do this. I tried to do the sandcastle, and we got so many more coming up from them too. And but the great way to get an introduction, get your feet wet with 3dsVG is to play around with their free files. And their free files are nothing, they're not cheapo files. They're really well thought out and really nice. So here's the one that we're going to do. Is called the Cat's Meow Tea Light. And what you're going to do, that's the first one there, is you're going to go in there and you're going to add this to your cart. Unfortunately, I can't show you this because I've already added this to my cart. I've already purchased it. So I just wanted to show you this is what you would do. Add to your cart. And then if you're game, go on over to, I think it's 5. Let me check. There's a really cool, this box, by the way, we're going to use for an advent calendar soon coming up. But I'm trying to find my candy corn witch thing. I think it's on the 5. No, not 5. There's over 100 files here now. And there's quite a few for the fall. So you might find some, and they're all free. They're all free. The only thing that they don't allow is that once you've already purchased them, which is why that I didn't get to put it in my cart. But here's the other one that we're going to do. It's called the Candy Corn Witch. And while you're at it, I want you to go and search for the word vellum. And you will see that there are 3 free files for vellum. And you want to pick up this Halloween vellum. You might want to pick up the spring one too. And remember the barn we did? There's zombies that would go with the barn. But we would actually go in and add this to our cart. And then you just do it like you're placing an order, but it doesn't cost anything. So grab those 3 things, the Halloween vellum pack, the Candy Corn Witch, and the Cat's Meow Tea Light, and put them in your cart, okay? And go through that. And then once you do that, you have to download the products from their site to your computer or to your device. Okay, so you do that by going to My Account right here. See My Account? This is My Account. And then on the left-hand side, you're going to see downloadable products right here. And these are all the products that I have purchased from Dreaming Tree, which there's a lot. You're not going to have as many, or maybe you will, I don't know. But I've been buying from them since, I think, 2016, looks like 15 maybe. I think since they started. What you're going to do is you're going to find in this list where is the file that you just purchased, even though you didn't purchase it. So look, here's Halloween Vellum Color Pack. And then follow it over here to this download button. And then you're going to hit download, just like this. And now my computer, did you see that thing that just sort of jumped on my screen? That's just indicating that it's downloading that file. So let's also find the Candy Corn Witch here's the Cat's Meow Tea Light. Let's download that. And there's our Candy Corn Witch. Download that. So once you do that, you then have to bring these these files into Design Space, okay? Because they're not native to Design Space. You do have to bring them in. These are SVGs, and this is how you would do it. So let's go on over to Design Space. We'll do a new canvas, okay? And what we're going to do once we've downloaded it, and if you want to check to see if it's downloaded and you're working from a Mac, or even if you're not working from Mac, you're going to want to find out where those SVGs downloaded to. Usually there's a download file. I have a download file right here, and you see these are my downloads. So I have on here the last 3 that I did. Cat's Meow, Candy Corn, and there was, where's the Halloween vinyl? Paperscape, no, not those. Where's the vellum? Oh, printable vellum, right here. It's named differently, okay? Now, the printable vellum, we are not going to upload into Design Space. You can't, because they're PDFs. All the printable vellum is a PDF of a color. So for instance, orange, click on that, and it's just a big screen of orange. What this does is when you put vellum into your printer, and I do that all the time, put it into your printer, it will print this color onto the vellum. Now, you do not need to do it this way. If you don't have like an instant ink or Echo tank, like something that has a lot of ink, this will be an extreme waste of ink if you do it in a printer that you have to, do the cartridges for. I happen to have an Echo tank and also HP Instant Ink, which is like free ink, every month. So it works out really well for me. So what I would do is I would just open this up, and then I would just hit File, Print. And I will do this for you. I would choose the printer that had the vellum in it, and I'm going to make 1 copy, and I hit print. And then it will print. I haven't heard it yet, but it will start on, I hope it starts on. Yeah, it'll take a while, but it's going to print for me the vellum. I hope so. Come on. Did it print the vellum? But they have pumpkin colored, orange, purple, red, slime. What color is slime? There's yellow, and we're going to print this. Going to choose my HP, and I'm going to print. Maybe it didn't print the orange one. So then my printer will start going. There it goes. And that's what we're going to do with these vellums. But in Design Space, we are going to bring in the pieces from the tea light and from the candy corn. So let's do the tea light first. We're going to go here. I just kind of rushed through this, so I'll mention you're on the blank screen, and you're going to go to Uploads right here, Uploads, and then you're going to go to Upload Image. Right there. And you'll see that you have a button. It says drag or drop files here, or browse. So I use the browse feature. And when I do that, it brings up my downloads file. Okay. And then I have to look in my downloads file for my pieces. Okay. So here's the Cat's Meow tea light. Now, there's 3 things here in this file. There's a PDF. Remember, Dreaming Tree always gives you this PDF, and it tells you like what size and what color paper you're going to need. So that's this. You cannot bring that into Design Space because it's a PDF. There's also a JPEG, which is just an image. You can bring that into Design Space, but you don't want to. And then you're going to go to SVG. And you will see that there are 4 different SVGs that make up this entire project. You'll also get an extra folder if you like solid score lines, which I kind of don't. So I don't download those. But if you don't like solid score lines like me, pardon me, you're going to select each one of these and hit open. So I'm starting with the first one. This happens to be the purple piece. And we're going to hit at the bottom of the screen right here, upload. Okay? And we're going to do that with all the pieces. And get used to this because it's kind of, especially if you're doing a very large thing. What's this say? Miss Rita or anyone, can you help me figure out how to download the files from Lori? Yeah, surely. Of course we will. We'll do that at the end, okay? So here we're going to upload each of these. We have to do each one. Okay, so this consists of 4 pieces. So here they are. We're just uploading them. And here they are. They appear in the recent uploads. By the way, recent uploads only show the last, 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 images that you uploaded. However, you can upload basically an unlimited amount of images. I would suggest, just to keep things sane, that once you upload the images and you create a file for them, that you get rid of them, because you could end up like me with 1,500 images and trying to find it. I try, but I have not been able to get a handle on my uploaded images. I think at the new year, I try to go through and sort of get rid of them. So it basically is going into the cloud, which we all know is not a real cloud. It is somebody else's computer. So I think just for my sanity and for them, I guess, I would just delete these after I uploaded and created a file. But don't delete them until you create a file. So we uploaded these 4 pieces. So we're going to select each of those pieces. You see that there's a green square around them. And then we're going to go down here to this, add to canvas. Okay? So we add it to canvas and it immediately comes to our blank screen, our blank canvas. And there are a few things that you have to do before you go and cut them out. Hold on just a second. I got my vellum that I printed. This is how you do it. So I got my vellum that I printed on my printer. So we'll use that when we cut out. And here are the 4 pieces, okay? So we've got a green piece, a black piece, a purple piece, and then this orange piece, which is vellum. And you'll know it's vellum because it says up here, vellum. Okay. Now, the one thing you have to do before you go and cut any of these outside files is you need to attach the score lines, which are really just dashed cut lines, but you need to attach them to the actual SVG. So you see here, these little pieces, these little like dashed lines right here, that indicates it's a cut line. It's different if it's a score line. It looks differently if it's a score line. It's actually a thinner line. But for outside designers, this is how they achieve scoring, okay? So what you need to do is you need to attach that dash cut line to this image. And you do that with a very simple thing. You just use attach, which is down here. And it looks like a paper clip. So we're going to click on here. And how do you know which ones need to be attached, by the way? If you look at each of these individually on the right-hand side, you'll notice that so for the green, it says basic cut. It almost looks invisible. And then there's basic cut. That's the green. That basic cut that looks invisible is actually score lines, those score lines. Okay. So we're going to attach them. And then once you have achieved the attachment, then you'll see it's all together. Okay, so let me show you. I'm going to attach these 2, but I'm not going to attach the black. And let me show you what happens when you hit make it. If it goes, come on, let's go. Why is it not going? Okay, here we go. All right. So see this? See these little lines? Those are our dash cut lines that are supposed to be on the black, but they're separate. And so Design Space is going to treat them separately until you attach them, which means on this one, there's no score lines. Okay, so we need to cancel out of this, go back and attach these as well. Attach. Okay. And so now that we have them attached, we are going to cut them out. These I cut out with design. What did I cut out? Design regular cardstock, black, green, and I thought the green that I picked was kind of a little flimsy, but I didn't have a really thick green, lime green. But then on this orange piece, I used my vellum. So I want to show you how I did that. And of course, I'm one of those maximize what you got kind of people. So for me, I can get 4 pieces of vellum, four of these cutouts on one piece of vellum. You see that? My vellum is on an 8.5 by 11 inch sheet and 4 fit. So I'm going to cut out 4 because, hey, why not? And then I won't have this vellum hanging around. So I'm going to just cut out the vellum so you can see how that works. I'm just looking for hold on, I'm looking for a mat. My kingdom for a mat. All right, no, that one's not a good mat. Vellum can be hard. I'm going to use a brand new mat. How do you like that? So vellum can be hard because vellum is a non-porous or mostly non-porous kind of paper. And remember, we printed on this, and it's very, it's thick, but it's got a different feel to it. And this is translucent. Okay, this is translucent. When you're going to look for vellum, if you're going to buy vellum, and you are looking for it, make sure you buy translucent vellum in whatever color. It should say translucent because there is vellum paper that is not translucent. By the way, I did find an array of translucent vellum in an array of colors at 12 by 12 cardstock shop. So if you don't want to use my trick of printing on your plain vellum, you can buy that at 12 by 12 cardstock shop. And they have a whole bunch of different colors, including gold and I think silver, black, red, yellow, that sort of thing. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and hit continue. And for this basic, for these cuts, you'll notice that that on the left-hand side, I have all of my cuts here. And then I'm just going to do this one here. That's the vinyl. And I'm going to choose paper vellum as a material, but I'll show you where to find it. You're going to hit browse all materials. You go to paper, and there's vellum right here. Okay, so you choose vellum, and you just need to get your paper on there, which is what I've done. It's not really nice and neat, but okay, here it is. I'm going to show you how it cuts it out. Vellum really needs to be cut out on a nice sticky mat because it has a tendency to lift, and we don't want that, because then it kind of causes problems. All right, so we're going to hit go, and you'll see it's a very smooth process as long as your mat is pretty sticky and your vellum stays stuck onto the mat. Now, me being a cheapo, I always try to get the most out of my mat, and so therefore I use my mats to death. And so sometimes, and then I don't throw them away because I keep thinking I can wash that mat and it will come back, and yet I do not do that. So, I have taken Melody Lane's advice and just bought the big pack of mats, which, by the way, there is a sale going on right now, and you get them for like $1.50 per if you buy the 30 pack and you use my code Cricut Chat 10. Cricut Chat 10, okay? And if you're an Access member. So there's our beautiful vellum. Isn't that great? Now, I will mention that when you pull it off, it is going to curl a little bit, just because it's been through the wringer, right? But so just pull it off and stick it underneath your, I don't know, your work surface or something so that it won't be so curly. And we will make sure that it doesn't stay that curly for our process. Now let's put this together. And we'll also do the candy corn witch, but in the same process. The candy corn witch doesn't have any vellum on it. So here are my pieces, and this is my vellum that I actually put under my stapler for the evening. And these are my pieces. So we've got the black piece, the green piece, and the purple piece. And oh, by the way, there's the cat. So, and we need one piece of vellum. That's what we need. I just cut out extra. Okay, so both the green and the purple have these dash cut lines here. You can go ahead and fold there. Oops, look, this is an old from AC Moore. They used to always put these labels on the back of their paper, which come off fine, but I just never notice them when I do it. Maybe I'll just get a different one. They do come off fine. Okay, I'll get a different one. Okay. So we're going to fold this here, and this one too, we're going to fold here. Now you notice the bottoms are a little bit different. That's because these two pieces are going to be glued together just like this. And inside is going to be our vellum, just like that. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's get our glue. So here's our glue. Now we're going to want to put enough glue to hold the vellum in place. If I can get my glue to work today. Whoop, a little too much. So we're just going to dot it. We're not putting a lot of glue here because vellum has a tendency to curl and like get sort of like waterlogged or something. I don't know. What's that word I'm looking for? I always forget. Has a tendency to warp, okay? So we're going to just put a little tiny bit on, and then we're going to put it like this, okay? And the thing is, because it's not very porous like paper, it has a little trouble sticking. And in fact, I have a little bit of glue that came through. I shouldn't have put so much glue, and plus I accidentally shifted it, but this glue will dry. Okay, so now that we have that on there, we're going to take the green piece and we're going to match up the bats so that we have this piece and this piece. Okay, that's going to go on our platform, and we're going to do the same thing, only this time we're going to, why is my glue leaking like that? This time we're going to do a little bit of glue on the vellum, but then we're going to also do glue around the edge here because we need to stick that piece on. Is this right? Whoops, almost forgot. Did I have this on right? Nope. I'm going to put a little tiny bit of glue on where the bats are because otherwise I have to go back and hit the bats with a little bit more glue. So here we're going. Now you're not going to put glue on this bottom piece, okay? You're just going to leave that out, and we're going to press it down. So these two pieces are not glued. Try your best to make sure that you have this lined up. I, of course, did not, so you'll do better than me, but just as a pointer. So this becomes kind of like a screen, you see? And then this is going to be the front, and then this is the back. And so there are two holes for the T lights, okay? So this is the base, and this is going to be on the front. The front piece, just so you know, has a few cutouts and a couple of dash cut lines that's going to create sort of like a fence with the cat on there, like this, okay? But this is the piece that needs the most work. You'll notice that there are cut lines all around here, so we're going to go ahead and fold at all of those cut lines. It's going to create like a little base, and this, I will tell you, is a little challenging for a new bee and for an old bee. I always have a hard time with these kinds of really thin bases, but you'll get it done. So basically, it's kind of like a pizza box. See this? And we're going to glue it all together so that it becomes a pizza box, and you have like a little hole here. That's where the lights are going to attach, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to glue on these different tabs, but you got to get your fingers in there, and it's sometimes a little frustrating, so be honest with you. This part takes a little bit of patience, so I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, but I kind of flipped it over, and I'm doing these little teeny tiny tabs on the side that has the flap on it, like that. And then I'm going to do these tabs too. They're little tiny like notches or like triangles. So we're going to do those first. That's going to create sort of like a ramp, or what's the word I'm looking for? Like a, like a, oh, I don't know. I don't know what the word is I'm looking for. Who knows? Yeah, I don't know. I'm working on total adrenaline and coffee this morning, because whenever we had a really long meeting with the conservation committee on Wednesday night, and I just don't do long meetings very well. 4 hours is a long time to do a meeting. And it's Zoom, so you're standing there in front of a camera, like in front of your computer for 4 hours, listening to people talk about vernal pools, and after a while, you've had a full day and everything. After a while, it gets tiring. I mean, we had a couple of people fall asleep on us in the past, so I mean, it can be a little bit tiring. And then what happens is I get all ramped up for the meeting, and then I can't sleep afterwards. So then I end up staying up late. But it's important to take care of our wetlands. I'm not saying that that is not important. It's just, it takes a lot of time to figure out what's the best decision to make about either new buildings or old buildings that are encroaching on wetlands. And Massachusetts is very particular about conservatorship. They really are very, very particular about maintaining those goals, and for good reason. Okay, so now I'm going to just close this up like this, and it becomes like a base. You see that? Gotta wait for the glue to dry, and if you want to, you can kind of go in there with like a pen or something like this, like I'm doing, and sort of making sure that there's contact that's been made there. And then we're going to take this piece and we're going to glue it to here, like this. Now, I would suggest that when you're folding it, make sure that it's sort of pointing a little bit like it's going to like stand up, because my first one that I did, it sort of leans back a little bit. You see, and I don't think it's supposed to do that. So I would, before you put this on, make sure it's going to stand up professionally, perfectly. All right, and then we're just going to glue the bottom of this. Like so. Maybe just a little bit more glue here. Okay, and then we are going to line this up with the base like this and press, but you can't press too hard because again you have like a little like a fake base in there. Not fake, but you know what I mean. All right, and we're almost done. Then we got to take our kitty cat, and the kitty cat is going to go on here on the front. It fits perfectly once you fold it, so we're just going to glue here. Just like that. And like this. And just hold it until it takes. Okay. And then what we do is we get 2 tea lights. I got these, obviously LED. I got these from Amazon. I can post a link of them. They were pretty, it was a good price. I got like 24 of them for $10. So it was a good price. And this looks stunning at night. Obviously it's morning, so you can't really see it, but so the tea lights will light up this. It looks so cute. Would look really good in the window facing out, or maybe, you know, on your sofa table or something like that. So adorable and pretty easy to do. So easy to do that I decided, hey, why don't we make this too, which is a little box with a witch hat on it. It's candy corn, if you didn't recognize it. So I did cut out some of those, and I'll show you how that goes together. This is the base, and then this is the hat. There's 2 pieces to the hat, and then you'll have 2 pieces of each color, yellow and orange. And then to finish off, you also need the face and these little pieces, the band and the golden buckle. So let's do that. So we're going to just fold these along that score line. And again, to make this is a free file. You will need to bring all the pieces into Design Space, okay? It's the same procedure for every single one of SVGs that you are doing. Some designers, like Lori, have their SVGs are all in one piece, but I will tell you that sometimes that can cause problems if Design Space changes something. So like, let's say you design, here I am putting together the hat. Okay. So I'm just putting the glue here. So let's say you're an outside designer and you design something in 2015 and you keep it on your site and people come and they find it and they buy it. Maybe it worked in the Design Space file in 2015, but since that time, a lot of things have changed. So sometimes you buy a file and it's old, like this one's old. And if it's like, for instance, the problem that we're having right now, which is that Design Space resizes the files instead of allowing the files to come in the way that they were planned to come in. And so a lot of times files that you bring in that are all one piece, like Lori Whitlock, they tend to be problematic. Like they'll resize into very large pieces, and then you have to go in and do a lot of like major surgery on the SVG, which nobody likes to do. Okay, so there's the hat. How cute is that, right? And we're going to take... I decided to do this little purple glitter paper. I think that's real cute. Fits right there. And then the buckle. Oops. Oh, teddy bear, what's up? It's a beautiful day out there, by the way, here in New England. It's a gorgeous day. Hope you're having a good one. I love this kind of weather. You wake up and you go out and you're wearing like a coat or a sweater or something. And by noon, you're like peeling it all off. and then by like the afternoon, you're like starting to feel comfortable again. And whoops. I'm talking too much. You start to feel comfortable again. And then at night, you get to sleep on flannel sheets. At least that's me. I love that. And I actually really love waking up when it's really cold out in the morning and like being under the covers and just being like, oh my God, there's no better time to be alive. I just love that. I'm crazy. All right. So there's the hat. You see how I put that together? And here is the little box. So we're going to glue either side of this. Just like this. Okay, and super easy, pretty self-explanatory. So that's why I kind of wanted to throw it in here as like a freebie, a Friday freebie, an even more freebie. I don't know, an extra. All right, so this is the base, so it's going to fit like this onto the hat, or at least it should. Why is it not fitting? Here we go. There we go. Like that. And then we take these stripes, and you'll notice that these stripes have little folds in them. So these are going to go around the box, entirely around the box. And I don't know if this is correct, but it's yellow first and then orange. I always thought it was the other way around, but if it is, just cut it out in the color that you want. I don't think anybody's going to fault me when they see this because it's so cute. Ooh. Okay, there's Teddy Bear wooing about something. So it goes around two sides like this. And then we're going to put the other one. Wait, I've got to make sure I have it right. Oh, I do not have it right. Teddy Bear. They are angled, so make sure that you're putting them on correctly. See, like that. If you put them on like this way, it would not work. So you got to put it on that way. Give it a little bit of glue. Whoa, 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 whoa. By the way, my sister went over to see Lola, and my mother did the other day, and she took Lola for a walk, and she was saying that how happy she was, and but that she was playing little tricks on my mother about the food. I think I told you that part. So we're going to put these on. Let's see, is this the correct one? Yep. And let's see. What's great about my mother's place is that they do allow cats and dogs, and but you have to take care of them, obviously. So my mother lives on the first floor, so she has an exit like that she can go out, and has a little patio, which is very nice, and so she can sit out there with the dog, and it exits out into like a courtyard. Okay, so when you're putting this together, right, you're going to do it better than I'm doing it. But you'll see that there are these little cuts right here. That's for the eyes. And then it has a little mouth. So here's the mouth. That's going to go on the orange piece. And then where is the... Oh, here, I found the eyes. Okay, guys. All right. So here are the eyes. Now, help me out here because I think it kind of looks cuter with the eyes looking like this. But then I was like, well, you could also put them this way. So see here, you could put them either way. I kind of like this one here. It's cuter that way. So let's go ahead and put that on there. Little tiny piece, right? There it is. So October around here, it can get pretty crazy. And the thing about Salem, because of Salem, the thing about Salem is that you cannot get to Salem right off of the highway. You have to go through towns to get to it. You have to go through Peabody, which is where I live, or you could go through it from Beverly. Yeah, Beverly, either Peabody or Beverly. So what happens is our traffic gets crazy, and I live off of a fairly major road called Lowell Street, which is right off of the highway. So a lot of people choose that to go down. So starting October 1st and all the way through to November 1st is a nut house. It's just crazy, and you just don't want to be in a car driving near Lowell Street or 114, especially on the weekends too. So it's a little crazy, and people, like, we try to ignore it, but also because we're not like built as a tourist town, but it's hard to ignore, Okay, so there it is. There are our two projects. Aren't they adorable? I want to talk a little bit about this project for a second, and I also know that Shirley had a question about the Laurie Whitlock file, so we'll go back to the screen. But weren't these fun and cute and totally doable? So cute. I just really, really love them. I'm going to make a bunch. So let's see. We'll go to we're canceled. Yes, we want to cancel. Cancel. Okay. Let's go to this thing. All right. Now, I might need another anatomy lesson, but I couldn't decide if the legs would go down here. And then I thought, no, I think up here. Anyway, this was a really cute jack-o'-lantern. Isn't it adorable? And finally, I got my little tiny hole punch in, and I used these black brads. And this will fit into, obviously, if you fold them all up like this, you can fit this into a regular envelope. The file, though, came big. It came, small. It came small. So let me just, I'm going to replace this because I already have that file. Okay. So, the file, if you want to find the skeleton, you can find it under projects. And if you decide you want to make this, I don't know, is it something you want to, yeah, here it is. So see this Happy Halloween skeleton? It's really cute, but it comes in so small. So what I did was, all right, Teddy. All right, Teddy. All right, Teddy. So I pulled it in. Sorry, guys. I pulled it into my design, into my design space, and if it ever comes in. And then what I did was I ungrouped it, and then I put it all together again. So as you can see, there's the envelope. I'm just going to get rid of the envelope. And then you have this, which is supposed to be, I guess he's supposed to be holding it. But if you ungroup it, you'll see that each of the bone pieces sort of move by themselves, but they're pretty small. So what I did was I grouped them, I aligned them to the center like this, and then I kind of I think I doubled it, so it was originally 2 inches, and I doubled it to I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 inches. This one's a little bit bigger than I thought, and that way when it cuts out, it's a little easier to put together, but it's still pretty challenging. So if you want to try this, it was a lot of fun. It really just cuts out on 2 pieces. I probably would change the sign color and use vinyl for the Happy Halloween. Okay. The other thing, Shirley was asking about Lori Whitlock's site. Again, that's shop.loriwhitlock.com. Okay. And if you are interested in doing the letters, you would go to this is her site. You go to here where it says 3D and then follow that down 3 spaces. It's 3D letters. Okay. And you can either purchase these, marquee ones, which those were really, really popular for a really long time, or you can buy these, which is what we're going to do next Saturday. And you can buy individual letters or the whole alphabet. Now, when she does bundles, they all come in a bundle because it sounds like a bundle. So you have to open each one, Shirley, and each one of these each one of the letters. So let's try Z. Each one of the letters consist of obviously 2 front and back Z's and then 2 front and back Z's that are done on a paper. And then all these pieces on the side. Okay. Because you're making it 3D, you need to make it thick. So, and all those pieces have little numbering system. We'll go over that. Okay. They have a little numbering system and they have a little folding, like a scoring system. So the only difference between buying them from Lori versus buying them in Design Space is probably price. The other difference happens to be the ones you buy in Design Space use your scoring stylus or your scoring wheel versus hers are going to use dashed cut lines. I hope that helps. If you have other questions that are a little more specific, you can resize these as well. Yeah. All right, everyone, I'm kind of gone over the hour, so I'm going to let you go. I'll be around if you need to reach me. Don't forget about that contest through Cricut. And if you can make it, pop in tomorrow at 10 o'clock while I learn how to make signs out of Cricut cut vinyl, and paint. I'm not good at paint. The W would not be hard at all, Barbara. I've never been a painter per se. Like I like a little bit of watercolor, but painting is always something I'm not so good at. So I'm really looking forward to this lesson, which will be coming to you live from Create and Escape headquarters, studio, whatever. And I think we're going to go live on Facebook. So I still don't know how to stream from, if anybody knows, let me know. But how to stream from Facebook or from YouTube to Facebook, I don't know how to do it. I get so bogged down with that. All right, everyone, have a wonderful day. We'll see you again tomorrow, either in the morning or at 5 o'clock. And otherwise, if you can't make any of it, come on back on Monday where we start to do our all treats, no tricks. Okay? Take care, everyone. Love you. Bye.